At first glance, the Venturi 400 might look like a Ferrari F40 Kit car, but it isn't. You see, this supercar of the 90s was designed to take on the best supercars the world had to offer. Back when this thing was put into production, it was hailed as the fastest and most powerful French-made supercar ever. Now this is actually a really cool and super rare car that has gone unnoticed by many. Venturi's 400 GT is a little known icon that deserves more attention. Now this little coupe was produced from 1994 to 1997 with just 88 units being produced, and of those 88 only 15 were ever built to be street legal, so this car is seriously rare. Normally when you combine rarity with great performance you get an instant classic, so how did she perform? So the Venturi 400 Trophy is a competition car built in 1992 specifically to compete in tourism competitions. It was powered by a mid-mounted, twin-turbocharged variant of the jointly developed Peugeot-Renault-Volvo PRV V6 engine, the same engine that was fitted in a whole slew of sports cars between the late 70s and the early 90s, from the Renault Alpine V6 to the DMC DeLorean. Now, in most applications the engine wasn't crazy powerful, but in the Venturi, thanks to the twin turbos and low compression, Venturi was able to boost this 3-litre V6 to just over 400 horsepower and 560 Nm of torque, all of which was sent to the rear wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now this PRV V6 propelled the 400 GT from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.1 seconds, which is seriously fast. It is actually faster than a Ferrari F40. Now like I said previously, the car was built for track, with the idea of racing in a single make racing series, similar to what Porsche has done with the Porsche Cup. The series was called the Venturi Gentleman's Driver Trophy, and the race car was aimed at wealthy gentlemen's races. Unfortunately, the car wasn't super successful in its racing suit, but before they gave up, they made a super limited amount of street legal versions, 15 in total, finding their way into dealerships sporting a revised luxurious cockpit borrowed from the Venturi 260. In the engine department, the engine remained mainly unchanged with the street version, just adding a catalytic converter to the exhaust system, meaning that the street version was just as potent as the race version. Now here's the weird thing, you would think a 90s supercar with racing DNA, great performance and seriously low production numbers would mean that it would sell for a 7-figure price tag, but it doesn't. Since there are such a small amount of them on an international scale, you don't really see them go up for sale often, but even when one surfaces, the prices are shockingly low. Case in point, when the hammer fell on a 1994 Venturi 400 GT Trophy in Paris back in 2019, the new owner took the car home, paying only $150,000 for his new super rare French supercar. In comparison, 1,315 F40s were produced, and they can sell for almost $1 million. Now I'm not saying that this car is cooler than an F40, but they were produced with racing in mind. They were made with very limited numbers, and the cars were built out of carbon fiber and other expensive materials, and it had performance to match the best of the best from the period. So I personally feel that the cars are undervalued and underappreciated. Anyways, Venturi is still around in the automotive world, just not building mid-engine supercars. They have changed their focus completely, now building electric vehicles and competing in the Formula E. Now I feel like this is actually quite sad. Venturi proved that France can take on established supercar manufacturers both in terms of style and speed, if only more people knew about them. Anyways, what do you guys think of the Venturi 400 GT? Do you agree with me that this car is undervalued and underappreciated? Do you think that more people should know about them? And do you agree with the low price tags they go for, or do you think like me that they should go for quite a bit more since they are so rare? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you like anything car related, this is the place to be. I make car videos on a weekly basis, so if you like cars, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers, eh?